But to go back to the beginning and address the people that are on tonight looking for a sales job, hey, welcome. Equis Financial, we are a lead-driven sales company that serves middle-income America. We do that versus two different types of leads. Number one, we have mortgage protection, which is what I ran all day today. So that's a mortgage protection lead. So what I have is I have somebody that you know, their name and their lender, how much their mortgage is, and I have them put their date of birth. I have them put the best time to call, home number, cell phone number, neighbor's number. You guys get the point. And so a mortgage protection lead is actually created via the data that's created when somebody buys a house or they refinance. Okay, so what our company does is our company captures that data and we mail that data every 24 hours. So when we mail that data, this is like an example of the letter that we mail them. Okay, so dear mortgage holder, this is basically letting you know what mortgage protection is, pays off your mortgage if you pass away, or actually helps make the mortgage payment if you were to get sick or hurt, critical illness, chronic illness, also return of premium policies. And so, you know, we get a small percentage of people, maybe 1.5% to 2%, that will actually fill that form out and mail it in. Well, what a field underwriter does, which I'm first and foremost proud to say it, I'm a field underwriter, but what we do is we call that person and we let them know, in this case, it's James. And so, and I know I didn't make that up. And so I actually had an appointment tonight with James, but he was actually in the hospital with his wife, who was not controlling her blood pressure very well. So, but what I did was I called James up and I said, hey, James, this is John Kight. How are you? And he said, I'm doing just fine. And I said, well, I'm the field underwriter that was assigned to that request that you filled out on that $180,000 mortgage with Loan Depot. Do you remember filling that out, James? It was that letter that talked about protecting your mortgage. Oh, okay, you do remember filling it out? Okay, good. Well, my job is to get the information to you, and I'm going to be in your area. I'm going to be in the Myrtle Beach area on Monday, and right now I've got a 5 or a 6:30 available. Which time is better for you? And he picked the time, and we booked the appointment. So so what I do in the mortgage protection side is, me personally, I book about 10 appointments a week. And whenever I book about 10 appointments a week, I go out and cash flow about 5,000 a week. And so from a sales standpoint, if you're looking to come on board and join us, well, you can come on board from a part-time standpoint. If you've already got a job or you're a single parent out there and you're looking just to, you know, make a couple $1,000s extra a month, come on. We can teach you how to do that. We've got this is mine. This is my stack just here in the area. So needless to say, I definitely need help where I'm working. And I said part-time or full-time or medium time or sometime, just come on. I mean, if you want to make some money, we'll teach you how to make it. So that's mortgage protection. Number two, we deal with final expense. Final expense, we mail out a letter that's a lot like that. It's just that that letter is actually talking about taking care of your end-of-life expenses. And so we commonly refer to the person that fills that out as Miss Betty, right? Okay, so when Miss Betty fills that out and she sends it in, what we do is instead of calling Miss Betty, now here's a little transition, okay? We don't necessarily call Miss Betty because Miss Betty, she is definitely a little bit older. She's between 55 and 80, and she's usually lower income. And so these people are very skeptical of anything on the telephone. So what we do is we go to her house, we have a name badge on, and we just say, Miss Betty, my name is John Kight, and I'm with Senior Benefits Center, and I was assigned to this request that you filled out and sent back into our company. And it's my job to get this information to you. Do you have a few minutes now, or would you rather me come back a little bit later this afternoon? And so what we do is we book the appointments by doing that. And so if you'll go out there, guys, from a full-time standpoint, if you'll go out there and book 10 to 15 appointments a week, you will make money. If on a part-time basis, you go out there and book 10 to 15 appointments a month, you will make money. So let's just say that around $2,000 to $3,000 a month, if you're part-time, or if you're full-time and you're willing to go out there and work 2 to 3 days, a good 2, 3, 4 days a week, go out there and cash flow $2,000, $3,000 a week just starting out. So for those of you guys that are looking for a sales opportunity, we are Equis Financial. We partner up with some of the top insurance companies out there, Mutual of Omaha, Government Personnel Mutual, F&G, AIG, Columbian Financial Group, Americo. Okay, we got relationships with them. Okay, we've got a lead system. The system's already in place. It's there. Like just come on board. We've got training available. Our national sales trainer is a guy by the name of Bill Martin, who is phenomenal. But the thing about it is Bill has trained so many of us to be able to duplicate what he does. And so if you're invited on this call by Jim Bosch, or if you're invited on this call by Mike Hall or Ollie Collins or a Cammie Smith or a Jimmy Pyron or Chris Ward, if you're invited on this call by one of our regional managers or district managers or sales managers, Kevin Hopkins is out there. If you're invited on this call by any of those guys, and a lot more, by the way, I shouldn't even have started mentioning names because now there's about 80 of them that are popping up, but you guys get the point. In other words, we have the training available. And when we bring you on board Equis Financial, our goal is as quick as possible. If you're not licensed, come on now, we got to get that done. Like, that's something that can get done in 2 to 3 days if you want it to get done in 2 to 3 days. But at the most, let's not let it take more than 7 to 10 days. I mean, if it takes more than 7 to 10 days, like really, like, come on, like we need you out there calling these clients. We need you out there sitting kneecap to kneecap. We actually need you making money with us. Okay, that's probably the best way I can say it. And so if you're not licensed, we've got a process to get you licensed. Get with the person that invited you on this call. They'll give you a link. We've actually got a special code right now with a third-party company called Excel Testing, and you can actually go through that online program that will prepare you for your state exam for about $19. I think it's $19.99 to register, and it's usually like $99.99. A lot of nines in there, but you guys get the point. If you're licensed, you're already licensed. Great. Come on board. We'll figure out what contracts you have available, but our goal is to get you up and running this week. Like the clock's ticking. Let's go. So from people that are plugging in from a sales standpoint, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like I mean, we'd love to have you. If you've got a good attitude, if you've got a good desire, and you know what you want to create, we've got a system to do that. We're more than willing to open up that system to you and allow you to follow that system. I mean, that's basic. I don't mean to be overly simple, but I promise you it doesn't get much more complicated than that. Okay. So I'm going to end up tonight. Let me see how much time I've got left. Okay. Just a few minutes. So I'm going to end up tonight. I'm really going to talk to the people that are on this call because they're results driven. You already have a good job. You already make more money than you probably ever thought you'd be making, but you're not happy. You're frustrated. So why is that? You're making money, but you're frustrated. Well, I think I know why that is. You know, in the United States of America, we're the only country that don't teach our own kids our own economic system for success. See, we teach our kids how to go to school, get a good education, and get out and get a good what? A good business up there. No, we don't teach them how to do that, do we? We teach them how to go get a good job. Go take your skill level. Go take your years of learning how to learn, which is college, okay? College is just a system of learning how to learn. Go take that and go trade it. Go trade your time. Go trade your hours. Go trade the best hours of the best days of the best weeks of the best years of your life for somebody else's dream that's going to give you a paycheck every few weeks. And what they didn't tell you is every time that you get a paycheck, you go back down to zero, and you got to go do the same activity over and over and over again to produce the same result of a paycheck. So what entrepreneurs hate is that when they find themselves in that system, they don't think they're very good at that. Like, they're not good employees. Like, Like, why am I waking up every day and why am I going and working for somebody else? Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Could I own my own business? Could I be the guy that calls the shots? And so a lot of times what we do is we're guilty of jumping out of the frying pan into the fire, because we go from having a job to go to our own self-employed business, owning a job. Insurance salesperson, real estate salesperson, chiropractor, doctor, lawyer, dentist. Y'all getting the point? So self-employed people are people that they own their job, but their type of income being temporary, it doesn't change. It's still self-driven. Now, yes, these people make more money than the average employee, but they're still broke. Do y'all get my point? What are they broke on? They're not broke on money. They make money. What are they broke on? Why are they frustrated? Because they have no time to enjoy the money they make. So at the very best, these people create a lifestyle that they'll never be able to participate in. Y'all understand that? That's frustrating. I'm bad to the bone. I make a lot of money and I can't participate in my lifestyle because what I do to make money requires that I leave my beautiful, awesome home every day and go work, go trade my life, go trade every waking hour that I have for money. I don't find that entrepreneurs like that result. So what's the alternative? Well, the alternative is business ownership. Yeah, but John, you just talked about self-employed. Well, self-employed is not business ownership. Self-employed is owning a job. Self-employed is a single location mom and pop business open 24 hours a day. So what are examples of business owners? Because I thought that was a business owner. That's not. That's self-employed. Business owner, an example, is a guy like Ray Kroc with McDonald's, DeLuca with Subway, Monahan with Domino's. They took a theme and they branched out and they put people in their own business. Ray Kroc took a theme of a hamburger and branched out and put people in their own business. DeLuca took a theme of a multi-meat sandwich and branched out and put people in a Subway sandwich shop. Monahan took a theme of a pizza pie, branched out and put people in their own business in Domino's Pizza. The development of a network, whether it's a pizza restaurant, a sub sandwich shop, a car dealership, a steakhouse, a hamburger restaurant, or a financial services, the development of that network produces an ongoing, permanent type of income. So ironically, a business owner doesn't necessarily own a business so much as they own a business system. That's key. So if Ray Kroc could take a system, a way of doing business, and branch out and establish and stabilize people in their own business, why can't we do the same thing by taking financial services? We use this system called the Equis system, and we branch out and we put people in their own business. What business do we put them in? Lead-driven sales business. They get leads, they make phone calls, they book appointments, and they go make money. How many of those outlets can we set up this week? How many outlets can we set up around your job? Because you've got a job. You can't quit that job. You've got a business of your own, Mr. Chiropractor. You can't quit that. So how many people can we put in business working in and out of your job over the next 6 to 12 months? Can we develop a foundation that's going to produce multiple six figures that will possibly allow you to get free and buy your life back instead of having to wake up and go trade your skill level, go trade your hours for dollars? Can we, over the next couple of years, develop freedom for you? Well, we can. And that's why I'm talking about it. And so if you have an interest in learning about how we take Equis Financial and the position that Equis Financial puts us in creating distribution for companies like Mutual of Omaha, companies like Transamerica, companies like Columbian Financial Group. See, we create the distribution for them. And trust me, they love it because they're not very good at it. You would think they would be, but they're not. They're great at a lot of other things. They're great at paying claims. They're great at underwriting. They're great at a lot of things, but they're not good at getting their product into the hands of middle-income America. But that's what we're good at. So as you plug in tonight and as I wrap up, the opportunity, the broad brush stroke opportunity at Equis Financial is whether you're part-time or full-time, whether you want to engage immediately in sales, in our lead-driven sales system, or whether you want to engage immediately in helping us build distribution and you want to build passive income, you want to build a passive income stream on the side of your career, then we have a spot for you. We would love to continue this interview. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask that you just drop off this Zoom or drop off the conference call, whatever you're plugged into. But please do me a favor. As you drop off, please send the person that invited you on this call a quick text. It's too late to call them. Just send them a quick text and say, hey, I was on. I'm interested, and this is what my interest is. Can you please help me get information regarding that? And we would love to do that. We'd love to continue the interview process. I hope it works out. I hope that we're a perfect match for each other. And I hope that Equis Financial changes your life as much as it's changed mine over the last 2.5 years. So with that, guys, God bless. And for those of you guys that are already with Equis Financial, we're going to take about a minute break, and we're going to come back and we're going to have a builder's training. Thanks so much.